The truths you've been running from. This won't feel good. That's the point. If you're looking for comfort, this isn't for you. Because real change doesn't begin with motivation. It begins with truth. And truth doesn't whisper. It hits. You are exactly where your habits put you. Let's remove the lies. Your life is not random. Your results are not unlucky. Your position is not an accident. You are here because of what you repeatedly do. Not once, not occasionally, but daily. Your habits are voting every single day, and your current life is the final result of that election. No excuses survive this truth. Potential means nothing without execution. You don't lack potential. Everyone has potential. That's why it's meaningless. Potential without action is just a comforting fantasy, a story you tell yourself so you don't feel behind. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards output. And output requires discomfort. No one is coming to save you. This is one of the hardest truths to accept. No one is coming. No perfect moment, no magical opportunity, no sudden motivation. If your life improves, it will be because you moved, not because something arrived. Waiting is the most expensive habit you have. Discipline will take everything comfort promised. Comfort promises happiness, but delivers regret. Discipline promises pain, but delivers freedom. You cannot have both. Every time you choose comfort, you trade a piece of your future, and the bill always comes later. Most people live in self-created prisons. Look closely. Most limitations are invisible, not physical, not financial, mental. Beliefs you never questioned, fears you never challenged, rules you never agreed to, but obey anyway. The door has been open the entire time. You just never pushed it. Motivation is a lie you keep believing. Motivation is unreliable. It disappears when you're tired, you're bored, you're uncomfortable. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Waiting to feel ready is how dreams die quietly. Winners move first. Feelings follow later. You are addicted to distraction. Be honest. You don't lack time. You lack focus. Your attention is being sold, minute by minute, to things that give nothing back. Distraction feels harmless, but it steals years. And one day you'll wonder where your life went. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. Willpower is temporary. Environment is constant. If your surroundings reward laziness, discipline will always feel like a fight. Change your environment, or it will eventually change you. Most people never decide who they want to become. They drift, from mood to mood, from year to year, living reactively instead of intentionally. If you don't decide your future, your past will decide for you. Clarity is power. Consistency is boring. That's why it works. There is nothing glamorous about repetition. No applause, no excitement. Just showing up again, and again, and again. That's why most people quit. And that's why consistency separates winners from everyone else. Your fears are not warnings. They're signals. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means this matters. The things you avoid most are usually the things that would change your life the fastest. Fear marks the direction of growth. You don't need more information. You already know enough. Another video won't save you. Another book won't save you. Action will. Execution beats knowledge every time. Time is not on your side. This truth hurts the most. Time doesn't pause.
It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't care. You don't feel old until opportunity disappears. And by then, regret is heavy. Most people die with their music still inside them. Ideas unexecuted, dreams postponed, courage unused. Not because they couldn't, but because they waited. Don't let that be your story. This is the moment of decision. After truth comes choice. You can go back to comfort or move forward with discipline. There is no neutral. Every day is a vote.
The cost of staying the same. Comfort is the enemy of transformation. Now we talk about the truths people avoid the longest, because these truths don't just challenge habits, they challenge identity. Some people will never grow with you. This truth hurts deeply. Not everyone in your life is meant to come with you. Some people are aligned with your past, not your future. Trying to drag them forward will only slow you down. Growth requires separation. Love without respect will drain you. Being liked is not enough. If people don't respect your boundaries, your time, your effort, love turns into obligation. And obligation kills ambition. You don't need more affection, you need standards. Most people are poor because of how they think. This is not about money first. It's about mindset. Poor thinking avoids responsibility. It waits, it hopes, it complains. Wealthy thinking plans, acts, and adapts. Money follows mindset, not the other way around. Procrastination is fear in disguise. You're not lazy, you're afraid. Afraid of failing, being judged, discovering your limits. So you delay. Delay feels safe, but it's expensive. The longer you wait, the heavier starting becomes. You are what you tolerate. Look at your life. The chaos you accept. The disrespect you allow. The excuses you entertain. They shape your identity. Raising standards will cost you people. Keeping low standards will cost you yourself. Busy is not productive. Activity feels like progress. But motion without direction is just exhaustion. Being busy can be a distraction from doing what actually matters. Focus is power. You can't heal in the same environment that broke you. Growth requires change. New habits, new routines, new influences. Staying in the same environment while hoping for a different outcome is self-deception. Most advice is given by people who never tried. Be careful who you listen to. Comfortable people give safe advice. People who never risked anything will warn you about everything. Learn from those who've paid the price, not those who avoided it. Your identity is your strongest force. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your identity. If you see yourself as undisciplined, unlucky, average, your actions will follow. Change the story you tell yourself, or stay trapped inside it. Sacrifice is not optional. Every life has a cost. Either you pay now with effort, or later with regret. There is no path without sacrifice. The question is, what are you willing to give up?
Most people quit right before the breakthrough. This is the cruel trick of progress. The hardest phase often comes right before results appear. So people stop. Not because it wasn't working, but because it wasn't visible yet. Consistency requires faith in the unseen. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. Confidence is not loud. It's built quietly. Every time you do what you said you would do, show up when it's hard, finish what you start, you build self-trust. And self-trust changes everything. You don't need to feel ready. Ready is a feeling. Action is a decision. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Progress begins when you move, not when you feel brave. Your past explains you, it doesn't define you. Your past is a chapter, not the book. Using it as an excuse keeps you stuck. Using it as a lesson moves you forward. What happened matters, but what you do next matters more. The cost of staying the same is invisible until it's too late. This is the final warning of this part. Staying the same feels safe today, but it steals tomorrow. The pain you avoid now returns as regret later, and regret is heavier than discipline ever was.
The transformation most people never complete. If you're still listening, you've already separated yourself. Because most people quit when truth demands responsibility. Now comes the final shift. Not information, not motivation, transformation. You don't need a new life, you need a new identity. Most people try to change outcomes without changing who they believe they are. That never lasts. Your actions come from identity. If you see yourself as undisciplined, unlucky, behind, average, your behavior will always return to that level. Transformation begins the moment you decide, that is no longer who I am. Discipline is self-respect in action. Discipline is not punishment. It's not cruelty. It's the clearest form of self-respect. Every disciplined action says, my future matters. My word matters. I matter. And every broken promise weakens your identity. Self-respect isn't spoken. It's practiced. You will lose people, and that's the price. Let's stop pretending. Growth costs relationships. Some people only feel comfortable with the old version of you. Some benefit from your weakness. Some fear your strength. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to convince them. You just need to keep going. Alone does not mean lost. Solitude is not failure. It's alignment. When distractions fall away, clarity appears. You hear your own thoughts again. You see your priorities clearly. You stop negotiating with excuses. Loneliness is temporary. Regret is permanent. You must become boring to become great. Excellence is repetitive. Early mornings, quiet routines, uncelebrated effort. No drama, no constant excitement, no instant validation. That's why most people quit. Greatness grows in silence. Emotions are liars. Systems are truth. Feelings change. Energy fades. Motivation disappears. Confidence fluctuates. Systems don't. Build routines that operate,
even when you don't feel like it. Systems create freedom. Emotions create excuses. Stop waiting for confirmation. No one will tap you on the shoulder and say, "You're ready now." No certificate, no permission, no signal. Action is the signal. You move first. Confidence follows. Your future is built in ordinary days. Not breakthroughs. Not big moments. Ordinary days. Boring decisions. Unseen effort. That's where life is decided. Miss the small days, and you miss the future. Pain becomes power when you stop running. Pain doesn't destroy people. Avoidance does. When you face discomfort, discipline grows. Resilience forms. Fear weakens. Pain handled correctly becomes strength. You are not behind. You are uncommitted. This truth hurts the ego, but it frees the soul. You're not behind because you're incapable. You're behind because you've been undecided. The moment commitment becomes non-negotiable, progress accelerates. Standards create destiny. Your standards decide what you tolerate, what you allow, what you become. Raise them. Not loudly. Not arrogantly. Quietly. Consistently. No one is coming back to fix this. This is the final responsibility. Your life is yours. Your discipline is yours. Your future is yours. No one will feel this regret for you. No one will live this life for you. The moment you stop negotiating with yourself. This is the turning point. When excuses stop. When comfort stops winning. When your word becomes law. That's when everything changes. Become the person who doesn't quit. Not the fastest. Not the loudest. Not the most talented. The one who stays. Consistency beats everything. One day, you'll look back at this version of yourself, and you'll either say, "I'm proud I didn't quit," or, "I wish I had started sooner." That decision is happening right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when it feels easier. Now. Stop waiting. Stop negotiating. Stop lying to yourself. Choose discipline. Choose discomfort. Choose growth. Because the life you want is on the other side of the habits you keep avoiding. And once you cross that line, you will never need motivation again.